The video? Okay. Alright, let's see what's in my shopping cart today. Here it comes. I got, in my buggy today, I got a red onion. I got 1 cup of white vinegar. And then I'm going to use sugar and salt. Can anybody guess what we're making today? What can I make with this? You got it. I'm making... Whoops, I forget what I am making. Oh yeah, I'm making pickled red onions. We're going to use this in one of my meals later today, so I'm going to go ahead and get this done so it's already prepared. I could have done this before I came to work or before I came to camp, but I wanted to do it here. Alright, so you guessed it, I am making pickled onions. I'm going to use this in one of my recipes later today for lunch, but I want to go ahead and have this made and have it chilled up a little bit. So, what we're going to do here, that doesn't look as clean as it could be, but it is clean. Alright, I got one of these knives that it won't really cut your fingers, but it does, it's supposed to be really sharp. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually peel off this outer layer of my onion. And just peel this right off. I'm going to cut off this end right here. And I'm going to cut off this end. And then once I cut off this end,
I gotta watch this myself.
I'm just going to take off the outer layer here, which I got more than the outer layer, but I'm going to peel off that outer layer. I'm going to cut this just a little bit more down here.
You missed.
Okay. So, now that I got this peeled, I'm going to cut it in half. And then I'm going to, let's see, I want it in layers, so I want to do it which direction. Yeah. I'm just going to make this real small like this. You can make this as thick as you want or as thin as you want, but I think I want mine about like this. That's about how thin I want mine, a little bit like that. So I'm just going to cut my onion. That piece I'm going to take off.
You got lemon juice to clean the onion smell off your fingernails?
I'll get it. I'm going to use this bowl here, right here, and I'm just going to dump all my onions. I'm just going to kind of put them loosely. I'm going to turn that around. Let me move my bowl so you can see. Got some onions.
This is fun.
And then I'm just going to throw those in like that. Some of them are a little bit thicker. Nope, I want to cut this up. Alright, so I'm going to chop this for a later onion there. And then I'm taking the second onion, I'm going to cut it in half. Let's see, I want to cut it, I think I want to cut it this way. Yeah, I want those slices like that. So these are about the size I want my onions, like that, just little ones. You can go as thick as you want or as thin as you want. I like mine just a little bit thicker. I don't want that piece there.
You're doing good. Many dogs, every dog.
And then once you get your onions cut, I'm going to stick them in there. I might actually give those an extra chop one more time. What I'm making. The person that I seen do this actually had them all just in little layers like this, but I might actually chop mine up a little bit more. Okay. Some of these I'm going to actually cut this way.
You went far enough that way. But as far as you want, the other way, not that way.
So some of them I'm going to have small, and some of them I'm going to have in thins.
I smell them onions out here. It's good strong purple onion.
Yeah, it's a good onion. Oh, you got me on video? Okay. Because my husband, he kind of like says, before I put all these in here, does anyone want any onion by themselves?
Michael doesn't like onions.
You want fresh onions or no onions?
I'll take fresh onions.
All right.
It doesn't matter what you use them for.
I'm going to mix these into the, where you can just put fresh, and then I'm going to put those like that. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to take and put, I've got 1/3 cup of sugar. I've got 1 cup of vinegar, white distilled vinegar. And just about 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So I'm just going to put the salt right in there. That's about 1/4. Okay. All right. So in this, to make this here, I'm going to turn my burner on. Okay, my burner is on. And I'm going to put in 1/3 cup of sugar, teaspoon of salt, and 1 cup of white distilled vinegar. And I'm going to actually bring this to a boil, so I'm going to put this on. Here's my cup of vinegar and my sugar and my salt. Can you hear me, that one metal spoon that's in there? You see a metal spoon right there? Yeah, that one right there. The other one. That one. Alrighty. Okay, so I put in 1/3 cup of sugar, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and a cup of white distilled vinegar. And I'm actually going to put that in my, dissolve it. I'm going to keep stirring it till the sugar dissolves. Let me do this. Okay, so I have my 1 cup of white distilled vinegar, 1/3 cup of sugar, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and I'm going to bring this to a boil. And I'm hoping that all my sugar dissolves. So I'm going to do that. Get this to a boil, hopefully dissolve my sugar. Some of my sugars are getting dissolved now. Looks like it's all getting dissolved. And once this comes to a boil, I'm going to pour it right over my onions and then I'm going to chill it. Alright, so that's a pretty good boil right there. I'm going to let that come to just a little bit more of a boil. So that has dissolved all my sugar. All right, so as you can see, that has come to a boil now. That's a pretty good boil. That's definitely a good boil there. So I'm going to shut this off. Take it off the stove very carefully. Take it off the stove. And I got my onions already sliced, so I'm going to pour that right into the onion mixture. Pour that right in there. Set that down a second. So I got that poured right into my thing. I'm going to give it a stir up here a second. Let that get all those good onions all coated really good. So that's pretty good. I'm going to coat them really good. Then I'm going to put a lid on it and I'm going to let this chill. And once that chills, I'll use something else for it. I'll get back with you. Thank you.